No, that's great. I feel like we're at a better position than we were at this time last year, and we got new weapons on offense, new weapons on defense, special teams everywhere. So I think we're in a great position.
Coach mentioned that the quarterback remains an open competition, but as you guys get comfortable with guys like Braxton, with Ethan, how do you get them up to speed and make sure that this offense is ready to fire on all cylinders?
Just building our relationship. Like with me and Ethan, we'll come out to the field on our off days and throw. Same thing with other quarterbacks. It's just about building a relationship.
What else do you like about this offense so far?
We got some young guys that are good. We got Brady O'Keefe, Gus Tittman, and Houston Ellinger, and we've also got some guys that have played, obviously with my class, Caleb Lehrman and Ben Stegmeyer. So I think that.
Looking at this team, of course, you're coming off that 6-4 record, which is pretty solid, but knowing the winning pedigree of Bishop Dwenger, how do you elevate the standards heading into this season?
We've upped our work ethic here, so we've been conditioning a lot more than we did last year. It's a lot more physical. Everyone's working a lot harder than we did last year, so I think we're just working harder.
What do you hope to check off in your final season of high school football?
I want to win state. That's it.
Just kind of getting a relationship with the guys, coming out to the field and throwing, just making sure we have that connection on and off the field.
What have you liked about this offense so far as we're only day 2 into official practices?
Kind of the freedom to just make audibles with our playmakers like Caleb Lehrman and Minix. So just kind of being able to have freedom in the offense and read the defense with those guys.
I was going to say, how do you go about just settling that rhythm, that timing with guys like Carter in such a short time frame?
Me and Carter have played 7-on-7 together the whole off season, so we kind of have that connection. And then Caleb is 6'8", so I mean it's any quarterback's dream to have a 6'8" guy. So it's easy to throw to, and they put in the work as well.
Who else has stood out to you among this offense as you guys continue to gel on that side of the ball?
Brady O'Keefe and Houston Ellinger are younger guys that are coming up. They've got speed, and they know what they're doing, and they have good football IQ.
Of course, coming in with the new program, you probably don't need to look twice at, the winning history that Dwenger has here. What are you hoping to check off this coming season as Dwenger, hopes to build off of what they accomplished last year?
Win the SAC and win state.
I was going to say, you're no stranger to winning the SAC this coming year. What else do you hope to check off in your senior season for you personally?
Just throw a lot of touchdowns, throw a lot of good passes, get guys involved, and win games.
I just really like how we've all clicked together so far. It's like we haven't missed a beat since the summer, and it's looking really well and promising.
For sure. As the quarterback position continues to be a competition right now, for a guy like Ethan, who was coming in from Carroll, how do you get him settled in such a short time frame?
Yeah, he's just he's bonding with everyone. He's learning the plays quick. He's been making plays when we need him to, and he's been doing what he needs to do to stand out and make an impression to the coaches.
Who else do you like on this offense as you guys continue to get settled in on that side of the ball?
Yeah, I'd say I like our other wide receiver, Minix, and running back, Toby Tittman. They both have been played varsity last year, so they know what they're doing, and they're good at what they do.
Of course, coming off a 6-4 season, pretty solid, but with this Dwenger team, of course, the standards are always very high with this program. What's it going to take to take that next step and build off of what you were able to check off last year?
It's just going to take a lot of hard work and discipline. And, yeah, we just got to do what we do, listen to the coaches, and play our hardest if we're going to win.
It's just relentless effort. We talked a lot last year, being conditioned so that we can play fast and relentless, the way Bishop Dwenger teams have always played. And so that's been the goal since January. A little bit more of a military-style training since January, conditioning tests and things like that. So really it's back to who we are and who we have to be. We have to play fast. We have to play physical. We have to be relentless. We got a 6A schedule ahead of us. We're playing some really good, well-coached, big physical teams. And, we've got to match that physicality, and we got to play fast. We got to play smart. So really, that's been our focus since January. How fast and how physical, how relentless can we be? You
mentioned playing sort of that 6A schedule, starting off with a team like Brownsburg. Just how do punching up a class, I guess, how does that help prepare you for what's to come down the road, especially once sectionals roll around?
Well, I mean, for us, you know, and I think a lot of people will say this, you know, to be the best, you got to play the best, and I think that's always been our goal. We're blessed that they're willing to play us first and foremost. You know, when I speak of them, Brownsburg, and then going to Cincinnati Moeller. So the fact that those two programs were willing to play us, that's huge. So that says a lot about all the tradition we've had here, and hopefully trying to uphold. Beyond that, I mean, let's not forget the SAC, right? I mean, you got Carroll, you got Snyder, you got Homestead, you got Northside. I mean, go through the list. Northrop. I mean, so it's a gauntlet. It's a 9-week gauntlet, no matter how you look at it. And you know, we're blessed to be returning to our 4A class where we belong with our enrollment and so forth. And so, you know, we hope the 9 weeks prepares us to be as ready as we can be rolling into the playoffs. And you know, yeah, it's going to be one heck of a schedule, and you know, our guys, again, we're just trying to get ready.
Of course, it's very early in practice, but where do you feel like the biggest strength lies within this team so far?
Yeah, I think the line. I think up front, we finally have some size there again, and some physicality, and then overall team speed. I like what we've got on our skills and on both offense and defensive side, and so we can put those two combinations together and be strong, you know, at the quarterback position, making good decisions. I think, you know, I like our chances. But, you know, for us, and I think for all teams, but especially at Bishop Dwenger, it's got to start up front. And those guys, you know, like I said, a little more size, a little more physicality this year. We're looking forward to seeing how that plays out.
Kind of touching on that offense, going back and forth between Braxton Burmese, Ethan Springer. How do you get, especially if Ethan is the guy that comes out on top of this competition, how do you get him settled in to this offensive system in such a quick time frame?
Yeah, that's a great question. I mean, that's kind of been the focus, right? We're blessed that we have the spring opportunities, right? So that gave us some reps there, and then throughout the summer, we've really been, you know, up in the practice times and what we've been doing and trying to focus on the schematics of things. So we hope that's getting us prepared. You know, new guys coming in, guys that have been here, they're helping each other. You know, that's that team unity. So, yeah, the quarterback position, we'll see how it plays out. You know, God willing, we're a lot healthier this year than we were last year. That's where it all starts. So, yeah, we'll see how it plays out. They're all three. I mean, actually, you got, you know, Henry Jordan as a sophomore doing a great job, and so three guys that can play the position very well. So we'll see how it plays out.
And then defensively, Coach, we talked with a couple of your guys back on media day with Christian, with Max Carey. How do you hope those guys can set an example on that side of the ball?
Yeah, I mean, obviously knowing the system is huge. Coach Knepper's been doing a great job. You know, he's returning again, continues to get better with our scheme. And those guys, you know, being able to play fast, you know, where you don't question things, you see things, you know, the Friday night lights and all those things. So, you know, those guys will return playing fast, playing physical, helping the younger guys. We'll be young in some positions. So yeah, you hope their leadership carries through. Max being a captain chosen by the team and some others. So yeah, looking for their leadership, especially Max and Christian on the defensive side.